Get this on. How are we? Welcome. Thank you for joining me. It has been quite some time, so a little out of practice going live. So I've been quite busy. So I've just got back from New Zealand, which was fantastic. Did an event over there and a little bit of sightseeing. So went to some I think all of New Zealand is quite spiritually connected, but met some lovely people and made some beautiful connections with my team and met some new guides as well and got some direction. So it's a beautiful place. So if anyone has been, thanks, Casey. If anyone has been to New Zealand, just let me know you've been and where you went to and what you enjoyed. So, wow, I haven't done a live for what feels like probably months. So my apology. I think I come back from Victoria and I might have got a few in and then I got super busy and anyway, I'm here. So it's all good. So thank you for joining me. Hi, guys. So please remember to like and share this. It's a really nice exchange of energy and it helps get the word out there for me regarding the work I do. So I'd really appreciate that. So I just want to touch base on, we just had the Living Wellness and Psychic Expo in Bathurst. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who joined me for that. I had a full day of reads, which was fantastic and connected with some lovely people. And then the week after that, I was with the Psychic Pinup and we held a workshop. So that went great guns. Once again, we forgot to take a photo. Which we have a bit of a running theme with that we forget to take a photo. So we did put some thank yous out there, but So I just want to take this time to let you know more about me and what I do and what I have coming up very shortly. So private sessions. I'm pretty full this week. Next week, we've got availability. So this will be for psychic readings, for soul guidance sessions, and for house clearings. Now, soul guidance sessions are a space that we move into for deep healing and release. They're one-on-one. They go for an hour and a half, and you come with an intention. Spirit will guide me with these questions that just come totally out of left of field, and I'll relay them to you, and we just gently unpack what you've got going on. And from there, I'll be guided as to how we're going to work in order to facilitate a clearing and the healing aspect, so it can empower you and set you free from what has been holding you back. Classes are all online now, so you can join a trance channeled meditation and ascension class on Thursdays online from 6 till 7:30. Now, I do have this saying that in the classes we don't do light and fluffy. We do the deep soul work. So if you're looking for mindfulness, it's not me. If you're looking for a guided meditation where you go and sit under a tree and pop your feet in a babbling brook, that's not me either. So spirit, as the trance channel, spirit directs exactly what we're doing. I tune in, get a very short brief of what we're doing, relay it to my class, and we're generally working in the DNA. We're generally working on clearing from all lifetimes, all existences, and then we're working on kind of resetting. We do alignments and we do activations and we do all kinds of things. So, if that sounds like something or any of these that you would like to join me, my number is on the bottom of the screen. Now, coming up, Living Wellness has the Living Wellness and Psychic Expo in Goulburn. Now, Linda the Psychic Pinup will be doing a mediumship platform with Linda Yusuf the night before at the Goulburn Club, not to be mistaken with the Goulburn Workers, the Goulburn Club. So you can head on over to her page and find the link in order to grab some tickets for that. I know they're selling fast because they are both awesome mediums, and it's a very enjoyable show. I will be there as an assistant to whatever she wants me to do, I'll do. So. But you can catch us the next day at the Living Wellness and Psychic Expo. So we have paired back. Goulburn, we're doing once a year. May tends to really kick off. So we would love to see you there. The following month, we're in Mittagong. So come on down to the Goulburn Workers Club. We'll be there from 10:30 till 5. And what I have coming up in May is that I am lucky enough to be attending the Mind Body Spirit Festival in Sydney from the 18th to the 21st this May. So you can catch me on booth B34, I think it is. So hopefully we will see some of you there. That would be great. Okay, that's enough chin wagging for me. Let's go through some comments. This is a space for some free readings. What I do ask is that you offer the question, okay? Direct question related to what you have going on. And it just means that I can get straight to the information and the insight that you are seeking. I don't work with any cards. I work directly with spirit. Spirit gives me the information, so I see and I hear and I feel and I know. Yeah, so we will kick it off. We'll do some readings. We'll see how that goes, how many of you are here, and then we will do a trans channel transmission. Okay. Okay, so let's just start with Sandy at the top, hey? We'll go right to the top and we'll make our way down. Just remember to like and share the feed, please. Any messages on my career, please? I'm at a temp job which doesn't pay as much as I would like. I'm looking for the job of my joy and something more abundant. Thanks. It does feel like you're going to be in that position for a little while longer. It does feel like you're going to skip and jump between positions. And they just want you to continue to be applying for the jobs that are bringing you joy. They want you to also think about what it is where your skill sets are, because your skill sets are not just what you've acquired on the job. Your skill sets are your life skill sets as well. So they want you to really look at where your skill sets are and apply them to your applications, to your resume, when you're making those, when you're going for those jobs. And they want you to just think a little bit outside the square, because this job that's going to bring you joy is not in the current line of work that you're currently in. So they're saying think it, believe it, create it. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Think it, believe it, create it. So it's really important for you to keep your eye on the prize and to keep your vision kind of open but focused. So I hope that helps. I do see a job that is more fitting within, and you'll know how much I love giving timeframes, within the 6-month period. So just know that all this temp work, and there's just going to be a couple of stepping stones, will lead you to the right place. And it could even be someone that you know. It could come into your field with word of mouth, because I'm just seeing another person that's there with you regarding this job position. Okay. Short and sweet. I hope that helps. And let me know how that resonates. Thanks, Sandy. Gee, my eyes have got really bad. So bear with me if I'm squinting. I might put my glasses on. Okay, so Deborah, just give me specifics, what area you would like to look at. That would be great. Okay, good. Oh, hi, Gayleen from Tasmania. Thank you. I was only looking at Tassie. I turn 50 next year, and I just thought, you know what? I'd love to grab a camper van and just spend a couple of weeks touring around Tasmania. That would really float my boat. Gayleen, just pop a specific question in the comments and I will get to you. Thanks for joining me from Tasmania. Hi, Karen. Mercy, please pop a question up. Deborah, thanks for sharing. No, Deborah, no mediumship. There's a delay, a lag on here, and you really require that quick response in getting validation over what you're receiving, so that you can kind of keep unpacking it in order to get to the message, because we must always offer evidence that we've got your loved one before we give the message. But if you have a psychic question, we can go there. Did you miss something? The psychic pin-up. Did you? Are you with the program, lovely? I don't know what you missed. Let me scroll down and see if you've don't know. Okay. Gayleen wants to know if there's any messages for me and any changes in the next couple of months. All right, let's go off that. I do prefer that you give me the direction so that I can hone in on down that line. Let me see if you've written anything else. Oh, that'd be nice. There you go, Linda. Hopefully you and Linda will come down to Tassie one day. Love to. Oh, beautiful. Thanks, Sandy. Thank you. I will continue to apply for other jobs. It's coming, love. It really is. But it's about you thinking outside that box and applying all your skill sets, because it just feels like some of the positions, it's like you're holding yourself back. So once you've got into your awareness, the fact that, hang on, I've got that. I've got that. They just might be using terminology that's different to what your skill set is. Okay. It's just that you're doing it in your everyday life. So it's kind of swept under the carpet kind of thing. So, yeah, I look forward to hearing back from you and seeing how all that goes. Okay. Alrighty. So I was going with maybe that's what you're missing. Don't know still what you're talking about. Oh, you know what it's like, a 30-second delay. So when you're commenting and I'm reading, we're way off. Anyway, okay. So I'm just going to, so Gayleen, get a little bit more direct. Deborah, get a little bit more direct about general future. I'm just going to continue scrolling down. So if you could all just like and share this, that would be fantastic. And I'll get through as many readings as I can. Deborah's got negativity in her house. Such negativity around me. When will I be free? My house is full of negative energy. Okay, just give me a second because it's a whole other ball game. I do house clearings and land clearings. So they're just showing me an open box, and it's like there's a lot that's going in, as in there's a lot of energy that's coming into the home. So for me, what I'm being shown is that it's being brought in. Okay. It's not to dismiss the fact that there could be a little bit of disturbance happening in the house, because sometimes what happens with the negative energy is that it perpetuates and manifests into something else. So let's see. Okay, that's strange. They're showing me boots at the front door. So, boots at the front door for me are either, a gentleman that lives there, or you live by yourself, because there's that little trick when we live by ourselves to leave some dirty workman boots at the front door, just as another level of protection, I suppose, for us single ladies. Um, okay, so okay, so I'll tell you what I'm being shown, because there's so many different ways that you can clear negative energy. It needs to begin with you. So, beginning with you, with your own energetic field. You can bath in salt water. You can go and sit under a tree. You can. What I'm hearing is noise, like singing, clapping. Clapping actually will shift energy. When I used to run classes in here, I used to click down the chairs to dissipate the energy that was there. It wasn't necessarily that it was negative. I just didn't want everyone still sitting in my house when the class left. So it was about bringing it back into a neutral space. So what they're showing me is it will begin with you keeping your energetic field clear, and then that way it will be easier for you to navigate the energies that are in the house. They're giving me the word conflict. It does feel like there's conflict or conflicting energies. So while you might be sitting, what's the word? So you might be sitting in as much joy as you possibly can, that there's conflicting energies around you that are coming in that are kind of pulling you down. I'll just see if there's any feedback on here. Uh, home life, trying to hurry. I don't know what that means. Um, So what I'm being shown is selenite, okay? And I'm being shown specifically a sort of selenite. So that can just be a long piece of selenite, and they just want you to, because it feels like there's a lot of energies that are connecting to you. So the conflict in the house, the people in the house, the people outside of the house, there's a lot of energy that's being brought in, and then it in turn can manifest into something else. Okay. Thank you, Deborah. You are so right. Okay. All right. We're on track with when I'm talking and you're talking now. So that's good. So this selenite they also want you to get some, I'm seeing hematite. Okay. It's black and metallic looking, just to really anchor and ground you, and to use the selenite to just kind of wave over. I'm just wondering, I've got a tower, a beautiful tower that was given to me, but let's just wave it, comb it through your energy field every day. It feels like work too. There's a bit of carry on at work. So just make sure you go through the whole field, the legs, the back, all the rest of it with a piece of selenite. Nearly knocked myself out. And that will just detach those extra energies that you've got going on. They want you to bring some light into the house. So by you clearing your energy field, you will be lighter. But it's sound. Once again, I'm hearing and seeing and being shown sound, as in upbeat music, to just shift the density that's going on. You could even be playing, the chants of Om, the sound of the universe. That will quickly dissipate any negative energy that you've got going on in the house. Anyway, I feel like you're going to find what it is, even if you're humming, singing. Yeah, it's really up to you to shift the energy, because the other energy that's there, it's not moving. I can't see, with the contribution that people are making, I can't see any change going on there. So I hope that helps you to be able to get on track, and feel more comfortable in your own energy field, and help to shift what's currently going on in your house. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go back up. Give me a second while I find my place. Okay. Golly gosh. Actually, it gets better if I stay further away. um, Casey. Casey. Hey, Danielle. My curiosity sits with, what does my focus need to be on? I'm hearing self. I'm hearing self, and it's a capital S. So they're talking about your spiritual um, connection, your spirituality, your roots, your ancestral roots, your spiritual roots. That's what I'm hearing. They want to. I'm being shown bushland, about going out bush and just getting away from the noise and the busyness, because the clarity you seek is in the quiet. And I know Casey. I haven't spoken to Casey in, God, it's been a while since you moved from Bathurst. So I've got no idea what you've got going on, but um, yeah, the focus is self. The focus is self. I know you're busy with kids, but the focus is self. I know your work is quite busy too. Focus is self. Um, they're just showing me all the, like, plate spinning on posts, on poles. Lots of juggling, lots of going on. Um, you tend to put yourself last quite a lot. So, because the act of giving and the act of doing for others obviously feels good, but you tend to do that a lot, and it diminishes what feels good, what you do for you that feels good, if that makes sense. Okay. So you're missing out on giving to you. So it's really important that you find a snippet in time in order to do that. I do see bush. I do see that you've got to go out there. I do see that you've got to really, you might even be, because I'm being shown a stick in the dirt, and that you're putting symbols in. So I hope that makes sense. If you've already been drawing those symbols, that's really exciting. There is a lot more galactic information that wants to come through, but you've got to ground and open yourself up in this physicality in order for the galactic stuff to come through. Okay? Let me know how you feel about that in the comments. That'd be great. Nice to see you. Okay. Oh god. Hang on 2 seconds while I find out. I'm up, down, up, down, up, down, trying to figure out where that's better. Oh, they've just deteriorated. I had this, like, third eye um opening activation that happened when I was in New Zealand, and since then my eyesight has got even worse. So I'm just writing it out. Okay, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Let's go up to the top. Okay. Annette. Annette Marie, hello. Okay. Love some guidance on my career, please. It does feel stagnant, is what it feels. I feel like you will be upskilling, is what they're saying. Upskilling. Um, and upskilling might be something like a short course, not necessarily sinking your teeth into something really big regarding study. So I just feel like it's some form of upskilling that's going to happen that'll open up. They're saying the pathways regarding your work at the moment. This will be the first of many upskilling that you're going to do because it will give you more branches on your tree. I'm just being shown, adding, or more tools to your tool belt. So when you might have to seek those opportunities because it doesn't feel like ordinarily they're going to fall into your lap. And you might have to actually ask if you can do it. Some of them you might have to do off your own back, but just know that it's worth it in order for you to get where you want to go. I do see changes happening in the next 2 years that you'll be feeling a lot more comfortable about where you are in your career, but it also feels like you've kind of slowed down and relaxed a little bit about where you are in your career because you understand that um, it doesn't need to be as fast paced. In that 2 years, you'll be working on balance, the balance of the work and the balance of life as well. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. But there's definitely some exciting uh, options that are coming for you, and I feel like you'll be really well equipped to take on a number of different roles based on all the upskilling that you're going to do. Okay. Okay, let's put these things back on. uh, okay. Okay, Karen. Hi, I'm having trouble settling into my new job and affecting my health. Will things improve? Let me just tune into the new job. I doodle while I channel. It just feels like there's a lot of conflicting energies at the new premises. And it even feels like the building is a bit weird, a bit funky in its energy. Just give me some confirmation on that if you feel that. Because it's more than the dynamics of the workplace. That's what I'm being shown. Um, so they're giving me the word displacement, and just feeling like a fish out of water regarding that. Things will improve, um, but it's going to take quite a bit of effort from you in order to get your vision right, get your perspective. Um, there's no right or wrong, but just be a little bit more open to where you are at this given point. You've been led there for a reason. Um, it does feel like for you. It feels like your light is being extinguished. That's what they're showing me. They're showing me the light kind of dimming, and that can be a difficult thing to navigate for anyone whatsoever. So, once again, it's going to go back to a bit of spiritual self care in order to help yourself. So, whatever that means to you, whether it be meditation, some healings would be good just to get your energy right. So, someone who does Reiki or some form of energetic healing in your area might be a good thing to plug into. Once again, I'm not, here to give professional medical advice or anything like that, but I just feel like you need a little bit of just a little bit of tender loving care in order to support yourself um, around that. I just want to see if there's any feedback. Okay, cool. Excellent. Yes, 2 rooms in one office and another office 20 kilometers away, both offices joining into new premises next month. Okay, well, that might be good, um, as in like a clean slate. So I'm being shown like the concrete slab in the sense that the foundations are there and, mind you, people are gonna bring their own story, their own narrative into the place, but I feel like it'll be a better energetic shift for you, but you've gotta take care of yourself. That's really the main thing that's coming out is about, taking care of your own energy field. Yes, feeling low on energy and wanting massage or healing, feeling need for crystals on desk. Perfect. Perfect. Get some black tourmaline. Get something that's just gonna, soak that shit up, so to speak. The other thing that might be really good, it feels like the job that you're in, they're not very welcoming of new people. So some labradorite might be good, because labradorite will pick up anyone that's kind of, poo-pooing you from a distance, someone that's, just, not accepting of you and sending a bit of negativity your way. So that would be good. Selenite is my favorite. Black tourmaline is my favorite as well. And then anything else that just gives you a bit of comfort. Okay, just make sure you pick one that it just feels warm and supportive and loving and wraps you up like in a warm blanket. That's important. Okay, so I hope that helps for you, Karen. Okay. Ah, okay, here we go. We've got some feedback from Casey. Typical juggling, my usual messaging, but makes total sense. We have lots to catch up on. Sending you lots of love. Can't wait to see you again. You too, lovely. Thanks for joining me tonight. Thanks, Annette. Maternity leave and exploring options of what to do next when returning. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a whole set of study. It just feels like upskilling and numerous upskilling. So maybe explore that at the moment. There could be something that you can do online, okay, which might be helpful. Thanks for that. Naomi, hi Danielle. I started a new job. Is it really for me? I think there's a level of just trusting the fact that you've been drawn to this job, whether it be to pay the bills or it's a passion job. It doesn't really matter because it's about being drawn into an experience so that you have an experience so that you can open up to what the universe is offering you. I can't tell you if it's for you or not. That's really up to you to ascertain. You have free will, and yeah, it's up to you to decide if it's a yay or a nay for you. Um, just keep in mind the people that you're connecting with, because it feels like the people is a little bit separate to the job. It sounds weird, but that's what I'm being shown. Okay, so just take note of the interactions that you've got going on in the job, because they're actually going to be doing a lot of reflective work back at you. Okay, so if you're triggered, just know that it's yours. Okay, we have to own our stuff, because it feels like there's a level of frustration that's going on in the place, and they're just showing me how I get awfully frustrated at incompetence. And yeah, that's a trigger for me. So it does feel like you'll be in this job for a while. I'm seeing 12 months at least. But just, yeah, the job is the job, but look at the interactions that you're having with your colleagues, because I think that's where a lot of your learning is going to come from regarding this position. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, Karen says, okay, thanks. Was thinking of selenite and a black crystal. Perfect. Rose quartz. Thank you. Very helpful, giving me some hope. There's always hope, lovely. Always. Okay. Oh, Jill. Oh, I got teary straight away. Is there any guidance to help process the grief after losing my soul dog who meant the world to me? Wow. Animals are quite interesting in the sense that they are not connected to death the way we are connected to death. They're very matter of fact about the fact that, okay, now it's my time to go, and I can always come and visit. It's all fine. And I'll be reincarnating and yippee. Like they're really matter of fact about all of it, even though they accumulate a lot of emotional they can accumulate a lot of emotional wounding while they're here. They even take on people's illnesses for their people. But they are part of the soul contracts that you make, the same as with your blood relatives, with your partners, with your friends. Um, they choose you. They choose you, okay? And you choose them. And because of that, I would say that there is no separation in that sense. Now, the grief will obviously be um, very much at the forefront because that's I went to water straight away. So that's what I was feeling was the overwhelming grief, and it can act as we just need to sit in the grief. It's that simple. You're allowed to cry, you're allowed to scream, you're allowed to do whatever it is that you need to do. I'm being shown your dog sitting in the kitchen, just looking up at you while you're busy doing the dishes or chopping the food or cooking. So just know that the old practices that used to happen or the old things that used to happen, they're still happening. So it feels like your puppy or your pooch, even though I know it wasn't young, is still around. So it can be helpful to when the grief is not so overwhelming, to just open your energy field to the fact that they're there, or ask them to come, ask them to sit on your lap if they used to sit on your lap, or sniff your nose, sniff your hand, or whatever it is, so that you can break down that barrier that they're not there with you because they are there with you. Okay, I hope that helps. Um, and it's just grief just is. It just is, and it's your love that you had for this beautiful animal. So that will never dissipate. Okay, so I hope that helps, Jill. Okay, we're tracking for time. We're going a bit over. Okay, I just want to get through a couple more, and then we'll do a quick trans channel. Uh, Blake. Wondering what the next year might possibly be bringing for me. In what area, Blake? Is it work that you're interested in? We do like specifics. Just type it in and I will go to you next. Hi, Kelly. I am well. Thank you. Focus. It feels like the nerves get in the way of everything that you've already learnt. Okay. So it's really about just making sure that you're centered and that you're focused. And worst case scenario, if you have to repeat, you have to repeat. But it does feel like you will get through. Okay, but a lot of it will be dependent on your level of anxiety and anxiousness around it. It feels like you get a little it overwhelms the situation. Um, these driving the people that are taking you for your license, they do this all the time. They've seen it all before. Just take a breath, pause for a minute, just find your center. Okay, I do feel like you will be fine. So you'll have to get back to me and let me know. Oh, Kelly, loving the hair. Yeah, she's got lots of sparkles of wisdom now. Okay, Gayleen, we're going to get to Blake when he gets there. I've been working on my spiritual journey, but feeling frustrated as I can't visualize anything and feel like I'm not going anywhere. Um, it's funny, visualizing. I don't see things like a movie, okay, at all. If anything, it feels like you're viewing the negative of a photo. So all the information's there, but I'm not seeing details or, fine details. That's me personally. I don't see it like that. But all the information is in that one image, all of it. Okay. So when I'm shown things, they come as flashes, not like a movie. Okay. Some people do see things like a movie, but I don't. Okay. I don't see auras. I read energy. I can feel energy, but I don't see energy like that. Okay. So for you, just take the pressure off yourself, Kayleen. Um, the blocks we're pretty good at self-imposing blocks. One thing I have learnt, which they're highlighting, is the fact that every time that something kind of big awakening or big something happens, I used to believe that it would be connected with a, um, I'd suddenly see auras, but it never happens. It's in the subtleness, in the quietness that you'll feel all of those shifts and changes. Okay. So it's time to get more quiet, more still, and from the head down into the heart and get grounded in order to blossom, because it's through the heart space and the healing of the heart that all of the spiritual journey will awaken. Okay. You don't have to focus on the third eye. It'll do its thing. It's fine. You don't have to focus on the crown. A lot of the time, spirituality, you can be so hyper focused on these upper chakras because you want everything to happen. Just remember, you're a whole energetic unit. Okay. And first things first is being grounded. Okay. So I hope that helps you, Gayleen. If you want to join a class, classes will help. Oh, Wayne Micken, thanks for joining us. Thanks. Their hair looks great. Oh, Gayleen, you just see black, nothing else. Okay, so that can be the void. And the void is interesting because it is the space of nothing, but it is where everything exists. Okay, the point of creation. So just sit in the black, sit in the void, sit in that energy, and just open and allow. Because meditating or your spiritual journey, if you're trying, it's like trying to hold water. It's not about trying, it's about releasing, letting go, and just opening up. Okay? Easier said than done, I know. Thank you, Han. Appreciate your advice. Sending love and light, you too. Okay. Blake. Ooh, love life. It just kind of feels like they're not quite working out the way you want them to. You're quite vivacious. Now, I know Blake, but these are the words that are coming to me. Vivacious isn't normally a word that I would use. Um, ordinarily in my everyday language. So you're quite vivacious, but it feels like you don't wanna just rest up and just go along with the paces of it. It feels like you're seeking something that is, um, more thrilling, for want of a better word. It's not the right word because I don't feel that you're this thrill seeker. It's something that really ignites you. You're looking for the love that ignites you, okay? And that doesn't get complacent in, "Oh, it's 7:30, we watch maths," or do you know what I mean? Like, I understand that we all love that security and, familiarity, but it just feels like you're looking for something that's, a bit more than that. Give me some give me some, validation if that feels right for you. Um, it does feel like you're going to spend a little bit of time on your own, and this person is going to come left of field. It doesn't feel like it's someone that is in your friend circle. It doesn't feel like they're kind of here yet. It's someone that's new. So whether it be new to the area or someone that you connect with that's not from the area. But he's a lot more I'm gonna use some weird words tonight. He's a lot more funky. He's a lot more free. He's a lot more comfortable in himself. Um, and he goes through life by the beat of his own drum. And that's the bit that excites you, that he's not a cookie cutter um, mold. And not everyone's like that. So I don't mean to be, saying all of this, but yeah, he's the guy that you're going to go on adventures with. He's the person that's going to it'll be like, right, what are we doing today? And you'll be fueling each other's fires, if that makes sense. So if you want to give me some feedback, that'd be great. So yeah, I still do feel like you'll be on your own. Maybe now the thing with this, with timelines, with predictions, is that everyone just remember. Oh, you've just given me something. Hang on. Just remember that everyone has free will. So as much as you're here doing your work, you've got another person that you're waiting on this person to do their work in order for you to unite, okay? And sometimes it yeah, I've been on my own for 11 years now. Sometimes it takes time. And it's important, that space that you have on your own, because is it's the space for you to discover more about yourself and grow and heal. Currently with someone that initially came about 3 years ago, lost contact, and now trying to give it another go now. Is that him? Is that the one I'm talking about? Oh, that's nice. Okay, great. So he's owning who he is. Anyway, this guy feels funky. He feels exciting. He feels a get up and go kind of guy, and doesn't want to sit around watching telly. He wants adventure. He wants excitement. So I hope that's him. If not, there's one coming. Okay. Hope that's what you ordered. Okay. I've nearly been reading for an hour. How would Who wants the Trance channel? Because I've been thinking about doing readings one week and doing a Trance channel the following week, and just separating the two. Um, okay, great. Thanks, Blake. Just pop your comments in. Okay, Michelle wants a Trance channel. No worries. All right. Okay, we might leave the readings there. and I will shift gears. Yep. Okay. Excellent. All right. Well, I just went too long on readings because, it's been a while. So it's nice connecting with you all. All right. Now I do have to shift gears now. It's a very different space. For anyone who Blake wants the trance channel. Okay, cool. Okay, great. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Because I wondered, like, lots of people want readings, and I just wondered how, every time when I do the trance channel and then I open my eyes at the end, I've always got that fear that everyone's kind of disappeared. So it never happens. It's never the case. So I'm really thankful that you all hang around for the trance channel and hang around till the very end. So trance channeling is me expanding my energy, lifting my frequency, and high dimensional beings of light lowering their frequency so that there can be a blending between the two. You've all heard my normal speaking voice. What happens with spirit is that they will utilize my vessel, my body, and utilize my voice box, which normally there's a tone change in my voice, and there's also a difference in the inflections of my voice, and obviously the way they speak is different to the way I speak. Um, it is a multi-dimensional transmission. So it is connecting with you on a number of different levels in order to assist you. This is a space where I just free fall, as you guys know. I don't check in and find out what they're doing. I just will blend with spirit and bring the messages through. As you guys know, or if you don't know, initially this started 8 years ago. I journey began with hands-on healing, so I was already channeling energies. And then, about 8 or 9 years ago now, I was asked to take a meditation class. So I was seeing and hearing what spirit was saying, and then I would relay it. Now what happens is I hear it when it comes out of my mouth. So the blending is much more intense than what it was before. And this space of me talking about it allows me to shift gears from the psychic space into the higher frequency. Okay, so thanks for bearing with me. I did a couple of channels in New Zealand, which was really good, and very specific to the people that were there. So this always happens as well, like in the classes or in these trance channel spaces. It's generally quite specific to the people who are here, who are listening. So, all right, let's go for it. So, oh, here goes my throat. So it is a space of receiving. Okay. So we do ask that you open your body language. Just make sure your legs aren't crossed. Make sure your hands aren't crossed. If you want to, I quite often meditate in a mudra, which I don't even know what it is. I just automatically do it. So if you want to do one of them, and just make sure there's no distractions. It might be a short one because we've gone over, but that's okay. But generally anyway, who knows what they'll do. How about I just be quiet and let them go? All right. So just give me a second, 30 seconds, a minute to tune in, and we will see who's coming through and what they have to say. Okay. So we've just got a feminine energy that's coming in. And they're just asking us to connect with our feminine energy, regardless of what gender or how you identify. Uh, Humanity has a balance of, or hopefully a balance of, masculine and feminine energy. Feminine energy is about nurturing, creating, welcome, beloved ones. We feel the despair, the concern, and the worry that much of humanity is expressing at this time. We want to assure you that we are with you. We would like it very much if you reached out to us so that you may feel the comfort and the reassurance and the love that we have for you. The times of unrest will continue, but you, myself, dear one, are the ones that can find the peace, the balance within. Your harmony is not dependent upon the outside world. Your harmony is about your inner world. It is about your energy. And when you have harmony within yourself, then very little will place you off balance. The harmony will be able to diffuse the external sounds of fear and stress and worry. The harmony will bring the peace. The harmony will show you the way forward, even when it has not been presented yet. So we ask now that you allow your team in spirit to support you. You may like to call them in, ask them to join you, for you all have a team in spirit. You all have a higher self, guides and guardians. You all have angels and archangels, ascended masters. You all have your star brothers and sisters. You have so many that it is their purpose to watch over you, to guide you and support you. So we ask that you open your heart so that you may feel this. Allow us in. You may notice the space around you has suddenly filled with your team in spirit. And we ask that you surrender. You surrender the disharmony. You surrender the fear and the worry, the concerns, the preempting of situations. For it is energy that is extended, that perpetuates itself and creates confusion and chaos. It creates unrest. Feel us surround you as you surrender. Allow yourself to lighten the burdens, the responsibilities that you carry for yourself, but those that you carry for your friends, your family, for your workplace, for your community, and for the collective of humanity. You have each been placed strategically upon the planet. For as you connect, as you create peace and harmony, you anchor this energy upon the planet. And if you could only see what a few of you can do by expanding your heart and creating the peace and harmony, you would be amazed. We see you. We see your light. And while we see your struggle, we see your power. We see your capacity to love, to re-love amongst all that you experience. We see you, for we are the same. We are not separate. We are the same light, the same energy. So as you release your fear, your stress, your worry, your concerns, release your burdens. How does your body feel? Do you feel lighter? Do your muscles feel freer? For there is this moment, right now, you, I, we, together, this moment, this now. And just breathe. Breathe the love that we are pouring out to you into your body. And you may like to say, I lovingly receive. I willingly receive. I am open to receiving. I am love. I receive more love. I shine. I glow. I send love. For love is limitless. The supply does not dry up. And just feel the love entering the body, expanding in the body, and being expressed out through your heart space. Feel the joy, the harmony, and the peace that comes with being in your heart. There are no fears, no worries, no concerns. There is just love. And the love will guide. The love will show you the way. The love, allow it to be the reaction. Allow the love to guide, to expand in your daily life. And it doesn't matter how many times you need to come back into your center, for you are learning, you are growing, you are getting more comfortable with being in the frequency of love. And you being in this frequency will shine and show others that they are safe to be in the frequency of love. They are safe to shine. They are safe to show others that they love. They love themselves and they love others. And there may be some that find it difficult with your truth and your honesty, with you owning your love, and that is okay, for you will offer your love regardless. So allow love to be your center point. Allow love to cultivate the harmony within. Allow the harmony to show you the peace and the joy. and it continues to go full circle, where you foster trust and faith that all the ups, the downs, even the space where you stand still, because it is not time to take action. Trust the flow of life. Trust where life is taking you. For your higher self has their finger on the pulse. They are guiding you. You are never alone. You are always supported. And you are very dearly loved, beloved one. You know this point. You know this feeling. We ask that you continue to find that space each and every day and allow the love to be your guide. We ask that you thank your team in spirit, that you honor and thank yourself for your openness, your willingness, your contribution of light to the planet and humanity. We ask that you love yourself. And as you come back, feel Mother Earth and feel the love that she has for you, and feel how you have been divinely placed upon this planet at this time, for you are part of the collective change. You are important. You are loved. You are worthy. And as you draw your energy back in, feel it anchoring onto the earth plane exactly where you are. And tomorrow, if you could repeat this again in the same place, and as you do this each and every day, you will be creating a light vortex. And this is a sacred space for you to anchor the light. And this vortex will continue to remain as you continue to work within it. And it will grow. And it will be a sacred space for you to connect, to be love, to be harmonious and peaceful, and to be in the moment. So taking a couple of deep breaths, feeling the body, feeling the light, the expansion, anchor into the earth plane exactly where you are. And just drawing your energy back in slightly. Just feeling the body, the position of the body, the weight of the body. And just wriggling the hands and toes, coming all the way back. Taking a couple of deep breaths. Having a stretch. And in your own time, when you're ready, opening your eyes. There was a divine feminine energy to begin with, and they were talking about being a collective of divine feminine energy. But I also had my higher self in there as well. So sometimes they can shift and change. There'll be a number of energies. So yeah, that's and they're just kind of shifting out at the moment. So So, yeah, any feedback would be fantastic while I come back. I might need my eye spectacles. On. Thanks, Karen. Thanks for joining. Um, thanks, Blake. Thanks, Gayleen. Thanks, Michelle. Great. I'm glad you liked it. Annette, thank you. Thanks, other Karen. We got a couple of Karens on here. Thanks, Jill. Beautiful. So the trans-channel transmission is just a snippet. It's a snippet of what we do in class. Like I said, it's a free fall for me. I don't know what it is that we'll be doing. Oh, Zach Burke. Thanks, Mum. He's watching from the bedroom. He's visiting at the moment. Hi, Ash. Thanks. um, always nice. That's beautiful. Thanks, son. Yeah, so if you are interested in doing the soul work every Thursday at 6 o'clock online, so it doesn't matter where you are, we're not limited by time and space. Um, Excellent, Michelle. She had a moment of her gut area relaxing. That's really good. I've worked with Michelle for a couple of times, so that's fantastic for you. I know it is. I will try again each day to experience that. Now, the bonus is you can just go back to the recording. I think we were kind of 55 minutes in, something like that. So you can just go back to the recording, scroll through to the time and do the channel again. It's that simple. Thanks, Kylie. She says that was amazing. Yeah, so if you do want to connect, thanks, Anne. Readings are finished. Readings are at the start, and yeah, and then we do a trance channel at the end. So join me. I'll see if I go again next Monday. I do have a bit going on at the moment. Otherwise, I'll be back next fortnight. So, yeah, if you are interested in joining a class, it's a really good way to connect spiritually with yourself and with your team. It's a really good way for self-healing as well, because we do so much healing in it. Like I said, we do activations and stuff as well, but it's a proactive space for you to be actively working on yourself every week if you choose to come every week. If you want something a little bit more personal, a one-on-one session, a soul guidance session, we can really get down into the nitty-gritty of what you've got going on as well. So that's another space. If anyone has any things that go bump in the night, that is another area of expertise. I really like how those spaces sometimes open up into there's some land clearing that needs to happen as well, which is really important, and some ley line healing too. So I really like how those house clearings kind of generate something that's much bigger than what's going on in the house. So that's really good. You can catch me well, you won't catch me. I'll be working behind the desk at Goulburn, but I will be at the MBS, and hopefully I'll be back next Monday for another round of readings and trance channel transmission. So excellent. Karen had visions of my guides around my desk. Perfect. How cool is that? Excellent. They've got you back. Lovely. That's fantastic. All right. Interesting. I've got 1717 going on. There's a bit of information coming. So please look out for the signs. That's a sign for me to tell you guys to look out for the signs. Specifically the rainbows. I'm being shown the rainbow. So that might be pertinent to one person here. It might be pertinent to a number of people. But for me, when I see a rainbow, it gives me that really warm, loving feeling. And I know that spirit, even though it's got its whole scientific reason why it's here, for me, it's a sign, and I know that spirit's, here sorting things out for me. So please start surrendering your stuff, okay? Please start eliminating the brain, um, hamster on a wheel kind of stuff. Karen, nice. Her profile picture is a rainbow. Oh, it is too. Lovely. Yeah, so get off the hamster wheel regarding the brain, um, circling, because um, it takes a lot of energy and it takes a lot of focus away from where we are in that heart space, okay? So when you feel yourself doing that, get back into that space of harmony and love, okay? Re-listen to the live. It'll be on my page forever, all right? Okay? Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. I didn't know how many people were going to be on here, but we had lots, so I really appreciate it. And hopefully, I'll see you next Monday. Keep an eye on my page. Alrighty, guys. Be kind to yourselves, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, take care.